Hello, and thanks for giving me your attention. I'm Jeff Richards, and I'm one of the trustees of the Friends of St Nicholas Churchyard. And I guess that you, like me, are not getting out much at the moment. But are you interested in history, and in particular local history? If you are, then I have an idea. We can meet up in the churchyard. Well, actually, we can't meet up in the churchyard, and we can't meet in person anywhere. But we can meet here online. And so I was thinking that we could stave off lockdown boredom and meet together to share some of the historical facts about Sutton. And I was thinking of hosting something like a short 15-minute churchyard ramble on Sunday afternoons that explores different aspects of Sutton's deep history. And if you're interested in this, and if you put the comments at the bottom, we could even start this tomorrow. And that's the 29th of March. And Sutton has a deep history. We go back to when Frithwold was sub-regulus of Surrey in the year of our Lord 675, I think. So put that in the bank and smoke it. And my particular interest in Sutton is through the history of the church. But that itself opens up a whole host of oddities and curiosities. Like, did you know how Sutton is caught up in the Reformation? Henry VIII wrote a really, really rude letter to the Vicar of Sutton about how he was too chummy with the Pope, and that the poor man was not the only one caught up in trouble with a monarch. Under Queen Anne, the rector of Sutton was sentenced to be pilloried. Sometimes the trouble has not been with authority, but with parishioners themselves. The priest, at the end of Queen Elizabeth's reign, had to take some of his congregation to court to stop them singing dirty songs about his wife, complete with "Hey, nonny knows." I'll give your imagination up to what rhymes with no, toe, go. And anyway, there are great stories about all sorts of Georgian sexual shenanigans. We've had a Victorian rector who had been in prison for matrimonial funny business, and another Victorian curate who ended up in prison because of his fondness for little well, I think I've said enough there. Did you know that Sutton has been caught up in everything from the development of the English language itself? The way we spell words like colour is down to the way, it's really down to the choices made by people like the Vicar of Sutton during the time in the run-up to the Wars of the Roses. And actually there are some stories there about the Wars of the Roses and Sutton. Through to the development of culture in the United States and America. So, yeehaw! You can blame Hollywood on a past rector of Sutton. Okay, yeah, that link is tenuous, but it is there. And Sutton is an amazing place. Ever since the Normans arrived, we've been welcoming people born in other places. It can be argued that about, during the 17th and 18th century, about 3% of the population were foreign born. So that's during the 16 and 1700s. Maybe every 1 in 100 of the population had been born in Africa, and 2 in every 100 had been born in France. And we've links to India as well, too. That's everything from the colonial period through to the post-colonial period as well. The first World War memorials in the church list. It includes boys born in France and born in the Netherlands, but they were educated in Sutton, who died in the Great War. Strangely, it doesn't remember the German boys educated in Sutton who went on to die for their own country, but that's a different story. So I think I've given you there just a taste of the weirdness of the history. And if you want art, the building is a Grade 2 star listed building with some heart-achingly beautiful stained glass windows. There are 5 listed monuments in the churchyard. So I think I'm going to shut up now If you're interested in history and want to take part in my Sunday afternoon ramblings and want me to cover a particular topic, or you're interested in any sort of, you have any question about the history of Sutton and how I can address it through my historical lens, then stick your suggestion or question in the comments below. So long, Sutton. Your history